I'm going to show you how to use our Elizabeth vintage lace mould. First of all, I brush the mould with pearl luster instead of cornflour. You can use cornflour if you want to, but this gives it a head start with the shine on the paste when it comes out of the mould. This is our sugar paste. I've just kneaded it and rolled it into a sausage. It's a little bit too much there actually, so I'll just take some off. Roll that, just flatten it a little bit and lay it onto the mould, and then start to press into the mould, working it along, pushing and pressing, keeping it flat with the back of the mould and not going over the edges of the mould. Make sure your fingers aren't sticky, because if it lifts out, it never seems to go back into the same place. If you haven't got our own sugar paste, you can use other sugar pastes, but you need to add flour paste to it, about half and half, or CMC Tylo powder to firm it up, or gum tragacanth. Just push that along, and I'll show you now how to take the excess off. Just pinch and push to get that little piece there very thin, and just take it off with your thumb. So now just check that the paste does go up to the edges of the mould, but it's not going over the edge. So that looks ready to come out now. Comes out very easily, although you've seen how hard I've pressed it into the mould. Just turn it over, just pull the end back and peel the mould away like that. So now what I want to do is just give it a little bit of colour onto the pieces of ribbon. So I've got some blue powder colour. Just rub it into the brush, then onto your paper so there's no loose powder. And then I just like to brush the colour into the gathers of the ribbon. This helps give it more shape. But if you want to, you can do the whole piece, you know, right across. Always rub it on the kitchen paper, the powder, so it's not loose and it will just go where you want it to go. Okay, and then to finish that off, if you get your luster brush again and just brush over the lace, that will bring out more detail and give the piece more shine, and over the ribbons as well. So that is now ready to go onto the cake. Oh, before I move this away, I'm just going to dust this bow as well. So again with the same colour, and again into the gathers. Wherever there's a gather, brush in the colour. This bow is from our bow mould. There's 5 different sizes on the mould. There is another video that you can see on how to produce the bows. So take that out of the way. Now I'm going to bring in the cake. This cake has already got some lace on it. It's got the Lottie lace from this mould here. There is another video showing you how to do this as well. So to attach the piece of Elizabeth lace into the centre, you can of course use the Elizabeth lace on its own. You don't have to put it with the Lottie. So I'm just piping on some royal icing in between there, and then attach the piece of lace. Now when I put it on, I'm going to put it as close as I can, tightly up to the previous piece, so it's easy to blend the edges in together. So I just need to check that's it. Yes, that's in the right place. So these 2 pieces here, I might just put a little bit more icing under there just to make sure it stays in place. Get a 42 nozzle and just brush the edges close together. I use this rather than just pressing with my finger, because my finger would flatten out the pattern. I am going to attach a bow here, so you won't really see the join as much anyway. I just need to put some luster over the bow. It's up to you what size bow you use. This is a small bow off the bow mould. So you can see what size, how that looks there, but I'm going to attach this larger bow So just some royal icing, just thinly across the back, and attach it. I can't even see the join now because I've disguised it. There it is. Just attach it over the join and press into place. And that edge, you can finish the edge of the lace if you want to by piping small dots in royal icing, or you can leave it as it is. It's up to you what finish you want. And then when these are dry, I pipe them right the way round. And when they're dry, I just mix the white pearl luster with some isopropyl alcohol and paint them so they have a nice shine to match the frills.